What? What? They coming for us, you heard? Look! No badge, no name, just boots and Vans. Black Vans on the corner, look. No warrant needed, look. They snatch who they want, look. While you sleeping, look. Democracy rotten, you heard? Freedom just a word, you heard? They got the mass in the oil fair. Agents moving like a death squad through the war. Constitution just a document they can ignore. Unmarked trucks pulling citizens off the block. No charges filed, but the cages stay locked. We built this nation with our blood in our hands. Now they treat the avenues like occupied lands. Cameras on every pole watching how we live. They take everything but got nothing to give. Thought we had rights, but that paper don't mean much. When federal boots stomp everything they touch, they don't ask questions, just execute the plan. Turn your neighborhood into a war-torn land. Black Vans on the corner, look. No warrant needed, look. They snatch who they want, look. While you sleeping, look. Democracy rotten, you heard? Freedom just a word, you heard? They got the mask and the app. Black Vans on the corner, look. No warrant needed, look. They snatch who they want, look. While you sleeping, look. Democracy rotten, you heard? Freedom just a word, you heard? They got the mask and the app. Thug government moving with that Gestapo stride. Facing soldiers with the system on their side. You thought you were safe in your own territory. They rewriting history, rewriting the story. Habeas corpus getting tossed in the trash. Civil liberties burning fast as cash. Authoritarians taking over what we built. No accountability, no justice, no guilt. They don't answer to nobody. So trust the same ones who oppress. Whole constitution becoming meaningless. Either stand up now or watch it all collapse. Freedom ain't free when they setting up the traps. Black Vans on the corner, look. No warrant needed, look. They snatch who they want, look. While you sleeping, look. Democracy rotten, you heard? Freedom just a word, you heard? They got the mass and the authority. Ask Renee Good from Colorado what went down. 37-year-old mother got struck by the crown. Federal agents moving with impunity while Section 1983 only catches local deputy. They got this Bobbins loophole wide as a canyon. Feds can violate rights, walk away abandoning. State laws in Minnesota ain't got no teeth. When federal badges break the peace beneath. We need a Congress 1983 to make it right. Universal constitutional remedies bringing light. State legislature gotta close this gap quick before more innocent people get caught in the sick. System letting federal agents slide while local cops get sued when rights denied. Minnesota stand up, make the change today. Pass the law to keep these federal thugs at bay. Black Vans on the corner, look. No warrant needed, look. They snatch who they want, look. While you sleeping, look. Democracy rotten, you heard? Freedom just a word, you heard? They got the mass and the authority. Wait, you heard me? This ain't the America they promised us. Look what they doing. We the people or we the prisoners? Your bags, your bags, your former what? Now I gotta see them bags, bags. Black Vans on the phone me.